My name is Raphael Convertini. I'm from Lausanne and I just finished my master's thesis here at the BFH-HAFL. And before that, at the really beginning, I did an apprenticeship as a chemistry lab technician. Then I followed by the maturity. And after that, I decided to do a bachelor, first in chemistry, but then after a year, I decided to go in food technologies, where I found more interesting. And finally, I did my master here at the BFH in Food, Nutrition and Health to complete my formation and to consolidate my knowledge. And also alongside my master, I work here as an assistant for the school in food technology and food chemistry. So I really like working in the labs because it's always challenging. You never did 2 days the same things. And also you can't just like take one paper on the literature and just apply the things into your lab. You always have to adapt something, to try to correlate the results with what you think. You always have to do some validation to be sure that your results are the right one and you are measuring the right things. And this is sometimes easy and sometimes quite challenging. When you get to this point, then you are really like happy and you can say, okay, I achieved this goal. Now next step is performing the analysis. And more in general for the master, what I like with this, it's the fact that we combine the nutritional part with the technology part. So for example, in the bachelor, we only see what are the food modification, but not really what's the impact on the human body, for example. And with this master, it gives me like an additional step to understand, okay, if I change something in this process, this will be the results in the product, and this will impact the human nutrition in that way or in that way. The objective of my master thesis was to elucidate the impact of the polyphenol from the Moringa leaves on the digestibility of the Moringa protein by using an in vitro digestion models, and try to understand which parameters influence the most or the less the digestibility of the proteins. Moringa oleifera is a plant that is growing in South Asia, so around the India. And it's a fast-growing tree, so it can grow almost everywhere in both humid and dry conditions. So it's a really good plant that provides a good yields. And so the farmer really like that because it's really easy to cultivate it. And the scientists are studying this plant because it contains a lot of protein, so around 30% of the dry matter of the leaves of this plant. And the reason why they are studying this is because, as you know, nowadays with the veganism and the vegetarian diet that is growing more and more, we need to supply the people with plant-based protein, and this could be a new alternatives. So polyphenols are bioactives that are found in every plant, and they are used by the plants for defending themselves against attack, for example, from an animals. If they try to eat the plants, they will have a bitter taste in their mouths, so they will let the plant again. They also provide color for the fruits, for example, blueberries. The color of the blueberries come from polyphenols. Regarding the human diets, so we mainly use polyphenol for the antioxidant capacity. So by ingesting or fruits or directly, like for example, drinking a tea or ingesting the polyphenol extract, we can use the antioxidant capacity of the polyphenol to prevent disease such as cancers, diabetes, or hypertension. But this is the good things for the polyphenol, but there is also like a backside of a backside effect. And because when you ingest polyphenols with, for example, carbs or proteins, then they will interact with those molecules, so the two molecules will interact together, and this will reduce most of the time the digestibility of the nutrient. And on the one hand, it's good if you want to have a reducing calorie diet, but if you are like a normal person and you just eat them together, then you will have maybe some lacks of such amino acids or essential fatty acids, and this will maybe cause problem in the future. But I have to be honest, we need more study to understand better this field because it's like a new and wide field, so research should be done again and more on it.